Today, I'm unboxing 2 slabs as well as the very first cover from a friend of the show. What's going on, everyone? It's Eman here from the C-List of Villains podcast and Eman's World of Geek, and today, Mail Call. Before we get started, do me a favor, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that way you guys get notified anytime I drop any one of these new videos. Today I have 5 packages I want to unbox for you guys. 2 of them are slabs. One of them is a very special cover. This is this writer's very first exclusive cover, and it's something I've been waiting months for. Let's go ahead and get the show started. First one right here. This is something right here. I saw this guy on Instagram, and I saw some of his art and some of the things that he was doing. I was like, you know what? Community member, let me go ahead and contribute. I hit him up on the side. I was like, hey man, I'm really digging what's going on here. Talk to me. And we got to talking, and we came up not with a cover, but with an idea for a cover. I'm a fan of like a half face type deal. So would you be able to do that for me? He's like, yeah, sure. I think I got that. He sent me a few images of what he came up with. And I was like, okay, this looks like it's gonna be cool. So let's take a look and see what I got. This is from IG comic community member Jimmy Ray Fitness. So what Jimmy's doing on Instagram is he's not only been showing his art, but he's also been showing the transformation that he's been going on with himself. He's been going to the gym, he's been working out, he's been losing some weight, and he's starting to look real good. And I was like, you know what, Jimmy, if you can do this, I can do this, because he's motivated me. Let me go ahead and pick up some of his art. So let's take a look real fast. Thank you for your support and patience. It means a lot. I hope you enjoyed the piece. I also threw in some extras. Oh, he threw in some extras. Jimmy, man, thank you. Really appreciate it, man. I've been looking forward to this one right here. It is a Department of Truth cover that I went ahead and commissioned. Asked him, hey, do me a favor, go ahead and let the creative juices flow. I want this. I want the star face, man. I want a half face. So let's see what you can come up with. All right, and this, I'm not looking at it. So you and I were gonna take a look at this and see this for the first time together. Bam. Oh wait, hold on, wait. Probably should have looked at it. Let's see what else he got me. He sent me a couple of other things in here. Hold on. Oh man, he sent me some art. Oh, are these some sketches? Oh, these are pretty dope. He went ahead and sent me a Joker sketch. That's actually pretty dope right there. Sent me a, oh look at that. This is a Groot sketch right here. This is pretty cool. Oh look, dude, this is actually nice. And then he went ahead and sent, I don't know what this is, but this is really creepy and really eerie looking. I'm digging that. I'm digging this style. So this is Jimmy's style, and then this is what he came up with for me for the Department of Truth. This is actually pretty dope. I'm really digging. I told you I wanted a half face to it, and so this is what Jimmy went ahead and sent over to me. Department of Truth. This is Jimmy's commission right here. This is actually really sick, you guys. I'm really digging it, dude. Jimmy, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that this came through, and dude, this is gonna go up on the wall for sure, man. Thank you. This is sick. I'm really digging this. On to number 2. Red told me to open it. I almost don't want to open it, but he said just open it. Let's just go ahead and do it. Just do it. Who cares? And you know what, Red? You're right. Who cares? I'm gonna go ahead and open it. I got that Jack in the Box Mark Hamill comic, and I've seen around Instagram how it's been coming through a little bit damaged. I'm hoping it comes through as a 9/8 candidate. I know I'm shooting for the stars with that one right there. I'm really crossing my fingers. So let's go ahead and see what's inside. I don't want to bend it too much, so let's see how it. With this one right here, I'm more concerned about the condition. Is it gonna be all folded up and messed up, or is it gonna be in one piece? Let's take a look. And oh, good thing I opened it. Oh, there's creases in it. Oh man, you can kind of see like right here. I was hoping, I was crossing my fingers. Okay, good thing I opened it right here. You see, oh yeah, you can tell in the back. Look at all that. Look at all this, all these creases right here, man. All right, it'd be nice to know that someone out there got themselves at least a 9.8 candidate for this right here. I know it's not protected. I know they just mess it up and just threw it in whatnot. But Mark Hamill, Jack in the Box. I want to read it. I definitely want to read it. Take a look into it, and just who's this by? I want to know what this is. All right, so this is Jack in the Box, August 1st, edition number 1. The return of Hamill. Everything you're about to read is true, sort of. All right, so taking a look into this, starring Mark Hamill and Jack Box, illustrated by Luke Duo Art and Jamie Coe, letterer Josh Reed, created by Eric Stiles and Chad Goodnow. So, you know what? It's cool because I got one and they're sold out. Well, I don't want to say it's sold out, but they're just not available. The physical copy isn't available anymore, so I have one for the collection. Not in the best condition whatsoever, but definitely going to be a fun read. Okay, onto this one right here, onto package number 3. This one right here, I've been waiting for several months. The moment I heard that this creator, I'm gonna say it like that, this creator was coming out with their very first exclusive, I was like, this is one that I need. I'm a big fan of his and his brothers. You guys probably already know who it is, but a few months ago, actually, when was it? There was a con, I want to say earlier this year, that the brothers were at, and there was some kind of draw off going on just to see who can make the best remark. I know one of the brothers is an artist. I did not know that the other one was an artist as well, and when I saw his work, I was like, dude, this is dope. When are you gonna have your own cover? I actually text this brother, and he was like, oh, you know what, there might be something along the way. I was like, the moment I find out about it, man, I'm gonna pick it up. He's like, just keep an eye out. So it came in. Let's take a look. I'm really excited for this one. I really am. I was a part of the Facebook group for this shop, and started seeing people like getting theirs. I'm like, oh my god, they're out in the wild. They're like, yes, they're out in the wild. Like, oh, I know it's gonna come soon. As soon as I posted something on it on the Facebook group, I want to say last week, just a few days later, I ended up getting my tracking information from the shop. I was like, it's on its way, and it's here, and I'm super stoked to see what it looks like in my hand. Oh, this is so sick. I absolutely love this right here. This is, like I said, friend of the show, Roy Miranda's very first exclusive. This is his We Live Age of the Palladians number 3, the Roy Miranda exclusive with ECGCE. It is finally in my hands. This is Roy's very first cover, and I have it. This is number 31 out of only 150. I absolutely am in love with this cover, and it's because this is Roy's very first, cover. And friend of the show, I told you, I hit him up. I was like, hey, if you ever do a cover, you have to let us know. You have to let us know. And he's like, shh. I was like, I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing there. This one's going on the wall. Bam! That's awesome. That's a fantastic cover. I've been waiting for it. I've been waiting for it for such a long time, and I'm finally happy that it's here in my hands. And well, it's not in my hands, it's on the wall, but you guys know what's going on. Oh. So for this one right here, Nick from Nick's Kicks and Comics went ahead and did an auction. Sometimes he has an auction every Sunday on his channel and invites people to come on over. Hey, you know what, who wants to sell? Let's go ahead and have a community, like garage sale. It's really cool. One day I saw one of the guests, his name is Chris, on there. He's like, hey, you know what, I'm trying to sell this one right here. We talked about a price, and I was like, dude, that's a really good price for that book. Like, are you sure? Is this for real? He's like, yeah, no worries. I was like, so I went ahead and bought this one. This one I couldn't pass up on. So this is from another one of my favorite comics out right now. A A lot of you guys who follow me know how much I enjoy We Live. But the other book that I truly enjoy, I already have one of the writer's books here, James Tynion. So some of you guys know how much I really enjoy Wind. Wind is one of my favorite books right now, and the Throne in the Sky, which is the second volume to that book, is out now, and I'm really enjoying that series. I love the art, the writing in it. It's super adventurous, and Chris was like, he was letting this one go for a very good price, and I could not pass this up. So Chris, thank you so very much. I am it's here, it's at home, it's going to be safe. It's definitely going on my little wall of slabs. I don't have too many, but with the ones that I do have, I definitely cherish them. This is one of the books that I'm definitely going to enjoy having in my collection. I already have the first print, I have the second print, and now I have a very rare third print, and this is Wind #1. This is the third print right here. Oh, what's this? What's this? He's got his little card in here, comic book pressing or restoration. This right here, I have, like I said, I have Wind 1 first and second print, several different editions of the #1, and now I have the rare third print. This is really hard to get right here, and he was selling it at a price that I just could not pass up on. So thank you so much. Look, right here, 9.8. That's a 9.8. That's a 9.8. Well, all I carry on my wall are 9.8s and 170. That's just because, you know, this is how I do it. But got me a 9.8 third print Wind #1 for a very good price. Once again, Chris, thank you so much. This is going up on the wall. I love this thing, man. I really do. It's perfect. Wow. On to the final one right here. Okay, this one right here, you guys, this is I earned this one. Now I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna go ahead and preface this by saying that I am a 90s comic book guy. There's a lot of books in the 90s that I really enjoy, a lot of indies. So Luke, my boy Luke from the C-List Villains, one thing that he mentioned to me was that if you complete the superhero challenge, which is pretty much lose enough weight to fit into the C-List Villains t-shirt that AJ sent all of us, and it, you know, it looks good on you and it doesn't look too tight or anything, like, I'll send you a 9.8 slab. On an episode of the C-List Villains podcast, Luke was like, all right, man, you did your thing. Here's your 3 9.8s that I'm going to give you a choice on. One was like a Venom. Another one was like a really cool book. I completely forgot what it was. I almost got that one, matter of fact. And then he showed this one right here. I was like, you know what? Just for shits and giggles, just because it is a PGX slab, that's right. Just for fun, just for funsies, I was like, you know what, I'll take that PGX slab. Why? Because why not? Why not? And then on top of that, like I said, I'm a 90s guy. There was a lot of books that I, you know, picked up in the 90s that I really enjoyed, even if they were terrible. Like, I don't care. Some of them were just really fun to read. And this one right I have zero reason why I wanted this one in my collection, but just because it reminded me of where I started, what I started doing, and how I got into this hobby, I was like, you know what, having a reminder of that slabbed is not a bad idea for me. You know, it's cool because this is one of the first books that I read. One of the first books that I started collecting just to start collecting, just to see what's out there. Even in the 90s, I was like, you know what, I don't want to read too much of the Marvel DC stuff just because there was so much lore, and you know, I just don't want to play catch up. You know, let me just pick up a bunch of #1s here and there and see what goes on. This one right here is a PGX 9.8. This is actually pretty dope. This is really dope. I'm kind of glad that I have this right here. But this is a again, don't expect much out of this. So this one has a little bit of meaning to me. Okay, so just stick with me on this. But PGX 9.8. This is a She #1 from 1994. art from Bill Tucci and story from Bill Tucci and Peter Gutierrez. This was graded May of 2006. This is She, the premiere issue. She #1. This this is pretty dope. This is again, don't expect. I know that win number one third has a lot more monetary value. I get it, but this one, like I said, totally reminds me of how I started getting to this hobby, and I was like, you know what? Let me take that. Yeah, because the Venom one that he had too was pretty cool. I was like, that's a pretty dope cover. I think it was a Stegman cover too. But I was like, let me take that one off your hands. Honestly, I don't think anyone was gonna pick it up off his hands, so it's probably best that I just said, screw it. Let me just go ahead and grab it and add it to my collection, you know. But hey, I worked for this one. I earned this one right here. I went ahead and lost enough weight to be able to get into that C-list villains t-shirt, and oh my. Well, that's it today, you guys. Thank you so much for coming by. Now, remember, I co-host the C-List Villains podcast. New episodes come out every Monday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on our channel, the C-List Villains podcast. And then keep an eye out here on my channel, Eman's World of Geek, where I do my new comic book day haul, new comic book day picks, mail calls, and the Eman show is going to get kickstarted one more time pretty soon. I have some special guests coming up with a bunch of just fun little non-comic book related topics. We're just going to shoot the shit and talk about some random stuff. Well, thank you guys so much for coming by and hanging out. Until the next issue, deuces.